Okay, we're here in week 3. Stats is behind us. A couple of things about that. Some discussion of the test and how that works. I realize in the summer class the 2 attempts may not be quite the boon that it is during your regular semester when you have more time. So I did curve the test grades a little bit. I don't know if I will continue to do that, but I did the first time, so you might see a happy little surprise in the grade book for yourself. A couple other things. So someone asked about a practice test. I don't do practice tests mostly because, well, I give you 2 attempts. And secondly, as someone else noted, the problems come from the homework directly. So your practice test is really just doing the homework. That's where all the problems come from. So there's not really any surprises there. One thing that I think will get better is, unfortunately, the MyMathLab help was not amazingly helpful for the stats part, mostly because they did not use the graphing calculator at all in the help, whereas I was using the graphing calculator in the videos. And the easier way to do all of the stats work was to use the graphing calculator. So that made the MyMathLab help a little less than amazing. Whereas for the rest of the chapter, that's not the case. Or the rest of the class, that's not the case. So for you, now you have to get stats out of your mind. And actually, since we're not doing a final here in the summer, you can just throw it completely out of your mind and move on very quickly to graph theory, which is probably something you have never done before. There's only 3 sections, but you have a test due by next Monday. So this is something you need to get on top of. This week, there really is not a whole lot going on. You have, here in week 3, another reflection. I enjoy reading those, by the way. I didn't make a lot of comments on them this week, but I did read every single one of them, so it's kind of nice. And if there would be something emergent that I need to respond to in there, I will, but I mostly enjoy just kind of seeing how the class is going for you and things like that. So anyway, all you have this week is the reflection post, the graph theory homework. There's only 3 sections, and a graph theory exam due next Monday. So that is it for this week. So off you go, and then we're on to finance. So really the way this works, again, we have kind of a bigger chapter, stats, smaller chapter. This is our smallest, quickest chapter on graph theory. Then a bigger chapter, again, on finance. And then kind of a medium-sized, at least I think about it that way, in difficulty, modeling chapter at the end. So this is probably your easiest week, but you do have a test next Monday. So, okay, I think that's it for a weekly update. One other little comment, I've been traveling quite a bit, and that's going to continue here. So my day-to-day check-in of the discussion board, if you post something on here, is not immediate all of the time. So if you have a question that you really want to ask, if homework questions are pretty good over here, but if you don't get anything in a little bit of time from someone else, or if I happen to check it, just email me. That's the quickest way to get things going, especially, if you have a question about, like, do I really get a note sheet, or things like that. Just email me. That I get to faster than I get over and check these discussion boards. So, okay, thanks a lot.